Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Gators will kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Reed. Here comes the heat. A strike downfield. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo, making plays down the field. Having those go-to guys, those A&M offenses were always fun to watch.
Got a man, it's Norman. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Craver. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Norman. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Texas A&M going up tempo.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Trying to find the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Aggie! This is why they show up for Midnight Yell, and they are playing like they practice.
And this place rocks as loud as anywhere in the country, and you want to get them going early. First drive of the game, scoring a touchdown, getting them jacked up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. What we expected, this crowd ready to make its presence known. The run from the shotgun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Flagway. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Quickly complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. The quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. That Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really, really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
Dropping back, it's Flagway. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Grabbed behind the line. It's Craver. Turning on the Jets. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down work.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that's crazy. 1 second you're the offense and you're thinking 2nd and inches, we're taking a shot, we're in a great spot. And then you give up a sack, and now all of a sudden you're in 3rd and long and you're thinking, uh-oh, we got to convert this or we're giving the ball right back to our opponent.
Looking to pass. It's Reed. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Aggies. A great catch and run for 6.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's ball. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38. Few teams improved over the 2nd half of last season as much as Florida. And, Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. You saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Talking to coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put anything together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. A run for the quarterback. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. To the air, it's Lagway. Spits it out to the back. Got a man, it's Clark. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. And the Gators will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes the catch at the 10. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return.
Special teams is such a momentum builder. A lot of times you see it change games, and it's so nice when you're a defense and you're about to go on the field. All of a sudden you get a fumble, and now you don't have to go on the field. Man, a great field.
Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Abrams. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands so quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him. That's a loss.
Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's complete. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Livingston. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he's going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these crow routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
That was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, here he has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Looking to throw, it's Flagway. Pocket breaking down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Gators sending the offense back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Gators! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback may change this route. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, that's why that one fell incomplete.
Running back searching for a hole. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Running the ball is in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you've seen the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Reed. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
You know, this defense knew the offense was going to try to take shots vertically down the field and do it in a variety of ways. That time, they were able to defend the corner route and swat the ball down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Moss. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Quarterback making checks. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Moss. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And the Aggies racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it set up on the outside. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get this.
A shot toward the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position.
Touchdown, Texas A&M. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Working that left side now. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to throw. Time running short in the half. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that looked like he was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Livingston. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Wants to throw on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. This time on target. It's a seam wide open. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To throw, it's Lagway. Unleashes one deep. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. gets at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Catch in the middle, it's Livingston. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Going up top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Unleashes one. Pulls it in.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
To the ground with the back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And this offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. On the move. Fighting off the defender. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off the blocks and rallying the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Throws for the tight end. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Draw play. Quarterback keeps it. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Here's a heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Catches it at the 30. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Got room to work. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air. It's Lagway. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sturdivant. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Give to the running back.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. That is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Back to pass on second down. Pressure coming. He's got an open man. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Working the big fella to the corner. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be first down, goal to go. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to pound their way in. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the third quarter.
Texas A&M 28, Florida 20.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. They'll run the sneak for it. The sneak scores it.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
After the score, they need this 2-point conversion to tie. Tosses it incomplete.
What a big play by this defense. You give up the touchdown. You don't get discouraged. You bow up. Tight coverage on the 2-point conversion. And now, more importantly, you still have the lead late in this football game.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The give to the back. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
The give on the option. Finds his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He wants to change this route. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. They want to run this quarterback. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M. First down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Owens. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Hart. Throws to the tight end. That is just a sideline play. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Caught in the backfield, it's Craven. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
He might want another play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He'll take a shot. It's incomplete, almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. When you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Balls and fired complete. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Might be changing the route. Touchdown, Aggie! Grabbed the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. They get him out of bounds at the 46, and he sets him up with terrific field position on that return. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Off play action on first down. Starts to scramble to the left. Fires on the move. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And, man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
So now it's second and long. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Rushes on him. Going to try to get it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They've got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And now trailing with a little over 2 minutes, it's looking bleak. My defense has got to go out there and get a stop immediately. I got to stop the clock as fast as I can, try to save as much as I can, and then put my 2-minute offense together. There's a lot that has to go right for me to get back in this ballgame.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2, taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright, got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
Leaves it with the back. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Kick is in the air. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Back to throw, it's Lagway. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
To the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and, David, it looks like they just closed the door on this thing.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's moving out of the pocket. He wants it all. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yep, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on, a lot of times, when your team's better, to do the same thing, to return the favor. Then make him forget that.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The give to the tailback. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Now improvising. The throw. And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a microcosm of how this game has gone, and time has run out. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what